Hi there. What I thought we'd do this week is we'd have another Tuesday Talk with Tiff. We haven't done it for a while, so it's about time that we start having some more conversations with some lovely golfers. I have the lovely Rhonda Purvis here with me today. Welcome,
Tiff's
Rhonda.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Tiff. Thanks for agreeing to interview me. I'm quite privileged. Thank you.
No, I feel honoured to have you here. So thank you. We're going to give a bit of background about Rhonda before we get into the golf side of things, because Rhonda's a really gung-ho tennis player. I think, is it the last 2 years you've won the club champs?
I
at your local club?
have. And at my tender young age, I won't tell you how old I am because I'm only look 35. But no, I've been very fortunate, and I have won the last 2 years running as the club championship, club champion, I should say, Bayview Tennis Club.
Yeah, awesome, yeah. And how long have you been playing tennis?
Probably too long, Tiff. I think I started teaching when I was, started playing and having lessons at about 8 years of age, because our family was a tennis family with a surname of Davis. You know, what else could you expect?
Yeah, of course. And of course, you know, that'd only make you, 38?
That's right. Oh, I love her even more.
So, Rhonda, we met, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago now, yeah.
Yes.
And you wanted to have golf lessons. Now, Rhonda being a tennis player coming into golf, me being a tennis player coming into golf, everyone thinks tennis players pick it up very quickly and easily. What was your initial experience with golf?
My initial experience was, oh my God, this is not easy. Everyone that you speak to tells you, just as Tiff has said, that as a tennis player, you'll pick it up easily. You know, a few lessons, you'll be fine. That is not the case. It is damn hard work. And I think we're all very lucky, those of us who do have Tiff as an instructor, are very fortunate because she is passionate about her golf and she takes the time to tell you what you're doing wrong. I just can't thank her enough because I am starting to improve, but it's taken 2 years and I was getting very, very despondent with it, thinking I'm never going to pick this up. But I just changed my attitude and I thought, look, I'm going to do this because my family, as in my brother, my two sisters, their children, are fantastic golfers, and I'm feeling a little bit left out because we're all getting on and I don't think you can play tennis and run around the court for too much longer. So I decided, no, I have to put my mind to golf, and that's what I'm doing. And with Tiff's help, I'm finally improving.
Well, you do work full time, so it's also quite a challenge for you to fit the time into practice, because you only get to we have a weekly lesson and then you get to practice, you know, on Sundays pretty much, isn't it? And that's the only time.
It's true. And what I've been doing is going to the Terry Hills golf range, and sometimes after school I go down of a Monday afternoon. I might try and go down of a Thursday afternoon, but hopefully the day before I have a lesson with Tiff so that she can see that I've been practicing.
And the improvement.
Yeah, and the improvement, of course.
It is a journey, and I remember when Rhonda had just started playing, you know, having lessons with me, and then we got her into a program that I run up at Palm Beach, and it was I used to find it quite amusing because I'd come up and I'd watch her play a shot, and she'd have this groan like straight after, wasn't it? It was always constant, and I'd go, Rhonda, stop groaning. You know, it's difficult, it's challenging, it's going to take time for you to develop things in your game, and you know that thing like being a tennis player, like and that expectation that you had to be able to do it.
Yes.
Straight away, wasn't it? Because,
it was.
You know, I'm a well-accomplished tennis player. I should be able to do it. And it was like, you know, you're starting all over again, aren't you?
Yes, very much so. And as I said earlier, it is practice. You have to find the time to practice. And as Tiff said, working full-time, it is difficult. You can't put in the time that those who are not working. And it does make a difference. So it's going to be a slower process for you to actually achieve what you want to do. But it's 2 years now, and Tiff has said that I am on the next level, and it just makes you feel good, so you're ready to keep going. I can't always have a lesson every week, which is unfortunate, because being a teacher, you have exams and reports, and sometimes
school holiday camps.
Oh, excuse me.
Over in other countries.
I'm lucky. Yes, so,
yeah.
but I feel as though I've improved a lot, and it's really thanks to Tiff. And if ever any of my friends want to take up golf, I would be saying you must come to Tiff, because she is passionate about her game and just has all the knowledge, and she takes videos of you and you're able to look back and see exactly what she means. And her Tuesday tips are just fantastic. I find the time to read those, and I think I'm going to practice that, and they work, let me tell you. So,
yeah. No, that's fabulous. Because from what I see compared to, when you first started, I mean, you didn't know how to
do anything,
right? Didn't know how to hold a golf club, right?
No.
So, and now, we come here, we actually come here to the Terry Hills Par 3, to work on Rhonda's game. And, she almost got a birdie this afternoon, which is really exciting, her first one. just missed. But, she's now getting some pars every time we come out and play, and she's hitting the ball straighter, and you have a much better understanding of, your pitching and your chipping and what clubs to use for your pitch shots, don't you? And what clubs to use to chip. And we're really getting the strategy in place with your putting now too, aren't we? It's really exciting to see. So can you, even though you say, I think I'm improving, can you actually feel...
Yes, you can, because you feel more confident. And I think when you go out on the golf course, it's lovely that you can say to Tiff, I think I'm going to use an 8-iron here. And when Tiff agrees with you, you think, yes.
Finally, I've got it right. Yeah.
That's right. But you can feel the improvement.
Yeah, and you don't feel like so much of guessing it so much now because of... we've worked very hard on getting specific things happening for you.
And even with putting too, with Tiff's wonderful tips, and I'm not going to give those away to you because you have to come and have lessons for that. It does...
there are a few secrets. You only get those if you come and have lessons with me.
That's right. But no, what she tells you works, and... I feel much better about my golf, and I'm happy now to come and have a golf, and I don't groan anymore. I just think, that was a bad shot. I need to do this. And you can tell the things that you're doing wrong as well. Yeah. If you hit it and it just slides along the ground, you know that you've not come back on the right angle, or you haven't come into your body, or you haven't flowed out. So
touch the grass.
Yes, or touch the grass. All those things. Yeah. But there is so much that you have to remember. That it's just being confident and just feeling good about yourself.
Yeah,
I think.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's putting, I know that you have limited time, but it's putting some time in, isn't it?
Yep.
Because I see the difference.
Yes.
With sometimes it could be only a week's difference, and just that small amount of time that you've spent, the diligence at the driving range of the specific thing that we want to work on. And then the next week I'm like, wow, how good's that? That's really worked. Or sometimes it might take a month or maybe 2 months for that to really kick in. But
when it does, you know that the practice has been worthwhile.
Yeah.
So.
Now, Rhonda hasn't got a handicap yet. So for those people that are out there wondering if she does have one, she hasn't. She's not at that stage in the sense of joining a club. She could quite easily get, player 45. That's not a problem for her. So really the next stage for you, Rhonda, what do you feel that where you're going to go from here? Because I'm interested, and I'm sure whoever's listening there is interested too.
I think that I'll still be working full-time for another year, so it's still going to be a little bit of a problem to progress more quickly, I suppose. But look, I'm happy with that because that's my lifestyle. But I would like to join a club and join Tiff's clinics and, hopefully go from there. But I do have to make the time, and it's just, as everybody knows, time management. And
you are very busy though.
Yes, I am.
She works all the time. So.
I'm a volunteer for a lot of things as well, as Tiff knows, and I'm a pianist as well. So
and tutors after school and plays tennis at night and all of that sort of stuff. So, but she's finding some time in her week to go and practice because we do see it
Yes.
coming together, which
Yeah.
is really, really
Yeah.
exciting. So it'll be great to see when she gets to that stage that she does want to then, go and play. Do you think
Yes.
you'll be playing competition as well?
I would like to play comp. I
Yeah.
really would, because I think, as I said earlier, you can't play tennis all your life. I mean, maybe you can, but you won't run to the ball. And
Yeah.
I think tennis is a running. And I meant to say also earlier on that tennis is a wrist game, I believe, whereas golf isn't. You have to keep that firm wrist, and that's what I found really, really hard
Yeah.
to start with. But
And it's the body movement too in
yes.
the swing, isn't
Yes.
it? Because we've been, both of us being tennis players, and I'm sure you're probably the same as I found when I started. I was very armsy, which I didn't know any different anyway, and that's the
Yes.
same as what's happened
Yes.
to Rhonda and all the other tennis players that I've taught along the way. We start with arms and been thinking because we've grown up hitting balls. And we strike.
yes.
That's what you do with a golf swing. You automatically think that, but that actually is not the case, is it?
No.
Starting to really discover how much more of the body you need now, aren't you?
That's true. Very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, we'd love to thank Rhonda for coming in and sharing her experience. Do you recommend lessons? I know that you said it earlier, but we'll just recap on the lesson aspect on how important it is if you want to play better golf, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You have to have lessons, and you've really got to be consistent with them, because you can go away and practice and you could be practicing the wrong way. So you really do need to have lessons to make sure what you are doing is the correct thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to take twice as long to find any improvement.
Yeah,
So,
and bad habits sneak in and all that.
They
And
do.
then then us golf pros have to break them down, and we have to start all over again. Don't we? Yeah,
we do.
Yeah.
But look, that's half the fun of it. So
It is. It's awesome. Well, thanks, Rhonda, for coming
My
and
pleasure.
sharing your golf experience with us. And
my pleasure. I hope that someone will pick up the points that I've said too.
be inspired.
Be inspired.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Have an
Thanks,
awesome
Tiff.
day. Thanks, Rhonda.
Have an awesome day, and remember, tee it high and let it
it fly.
fly.
See you soon. Bye. Awesome.
Was that good?
That was great.